Shishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, guys, she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me. Nothing said with the grace.
GG, after Yaradua died, he told everybody that mattered, I will only do one term. 2015 came. He reneged. He can come out and lie to anybody, but we know the truth. And why did he initially agree? He initially agreed so that he can run in 2011, and then their aim was, let's balance this thing. It is actually his turn of the north. You do one term, and your turn will take over. Which is what gave Atiku the impetus to be jumping like kangaroo from here to there to try and achieve his aim. So when you say Obi should agree to one term, my brothers and sisters, it is a lie. First of all, my personal sentiment is that if the Southeast is going to get there, let them do that 8 years. That is my personal sentiment. Let them do their 8 years. Obasanjo, 8 years. Tinubu, 8 years. 16 years. The Southeast should go and take reserve on the bench. Unfortunately, Yaradua died. Buhari, 8 years. If we know that that's how we want to be doing it, and let me tell you something, for political stability, a lot of us undermine it when our leaders say this thing. When they tell you that they want Nigeria to be politically stable. Look at the ruckus that happened in 2015. Now, what is Obi's pathway? Everybody shouting ADC. Let us discuss ADC for crying out loud. And let me tell you people something. ADC is not going to do jack. ADC is not going to do shingbai in this coming election. You know why? Because you people...
I beg, are you willing to define shingbai make a bet?
I beg. I'll continue to plead.
No, allow him to cook now. Allow him to cook. When you're cooking with your family, it is not a
don't interrupt.
Polonium, you won't bet. You won't bet. They no go win.
I'm begging.
You won't bet.
I'm begging.
Make him define the terms now. Make you feed right and down.
I'm begging.
On a no go win now. Finish. On a no go win. They will APC go beat on a. I be finish.
Look, let us analyze history so that we can do what is required in the present in order to predict the future. See, politics is not magic. Nothing comes out of a hat. You are not at a circus magic show. There's nothing that wants to happen in the future that we have not seen before. Go and look at what the current APC had to do to get to where they are. Let me give you people a little bit of history. When Obasanjo wanted to destroy the Southwest, and when I say destroy, I don't mean literally, it's more metaphorical. Because last time I said destroy, some people don't know that things have nuanced meanings. What did he do? He took every state, the 4 states, from AD. Abi was he AC that time? I can't even remember. How did Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how was he able to survive? He reached across the aisle. And he figured out the person that Obasanjo gave that task and said, Oga, Pia, we've been coming from SDPO. Don't come and do me strong thing. I can see what you're about to do to my colleagues in the other Southwest states. And what was the negotiation? You do for me, I do for you. Atiku said, I want to be president. He said, okay, no problem. When it's time for you to be president, I got you. Just free me first. And Atiku made the deal. Unfortunately for him, his boss got a wind of what happened, and they gave him what? They gave him Shiko. They come out for setting. It's not Tinubu's fault. How did Tinubu repay him? Come to my party. Twice he has come to Tinubu's party. Unfortunately for him, Fola Adiola and Pradhan Elabeg, who was our candidate that year? Fola Adiola and who? I can't remember, but Shasha
No
knows.
Rebado. It's
No,
not
God
Yeah,
bless
Rebado.
you.
everybody now.
Ribadu and Fola
Rebado.
Everybody
Adiola
and
that year.
Oladiola.
Muslim.
They won the ticket. Right? Again, Tinubu went to go and negotiate his political survivor. Humbled himself. A day to the presidential election, he was in Abuja telling them that you do for me, I do for you. Let me win my governorship. We will make sure that you win presidency in Lagos. Called Ribadu to the side and said, this is it too. We need to ensure our political survival. Okay? He did. Now, you people can see all of these things. You did not learn from it. Somebody wanted to become president. He humbled himself and went to Port Harcourt and sat with Wiki and did, you do for me, I do for you. Negotiated that one. But before he even got to this point, how did he show loyalty and negotiation? Right? The North, we told their, we want power, 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 we want power. How many times did Buhari contest for president? What did they smell it? They did not smell it. Until somebody came and said, look, I know what to do. Don't cry again. Come, we go run am for you. You dey laugh, wise beard. Not laugh, oh. Because we dey always forget, say, person gets 6 governors plus Edo. Didn't they want to rig Mr. Labour Party, Labour man, NLC man out of Edo State? Who fought for him? Is it not the same I do for me, I do for you man that is president now? ACN had 6 governors. CPC was in Nasarawa. EMPP had 3. ABGA was in the union by proxy. New PDP brought 5 governors. We had 16 states before we went for presidency. 16 states. And when we say 16 states, we are not saying it casually. The governor of those states were in the coalition, meaning that the political leader who owns the political machinery of the state was working for Buhari's presidency. So I want to ask, and they had this on lock 2 or 3 years before the election. Oh. My people, we are 2 or 3 years before the election of next 2020, whatever it is. What does ADC have on lock? Does Rotimi Amechi control anything in Rivers State? Does General David Mark control anything in his state? Is his daughter not in APC?
What did Peter Obi have on lock in 2023?
Please don't interrupt me now. I've begged you people. You can wait till when I'm done. I will answer your questions. I will answer your questions. I'm marshalling out my points. All these people have been described as disgruntled politicians who have not only had access to power, but when they had access, what did they do with it? So what are they coming back to do? That is my own question. If it was a bunch of fresh-faced politicians, or let's say, middle-aged or younger politicians, I would even understand. They don't have the advantage of not being in power before. They don't have the advantage of having a state's political machinery on lock. They don't have it. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? If you want Peter Obi to be president, don't set him up with a one-term presidency. If you want power as Southeasterners, do the hard work. Let's talk about Southeast for a bit before I wrap up. Me, I felt very disheartened as somebody who supported and voted for Peter Obi. I felt very bad that the Southeastern political leadership did not boldly stand behind Peter Obi. But what do you have? We in the Southwest, our core socio-political and socio-cultural group, the Afenifere, the leader of that group publicly supported Peter Obi, publicly. And the way we practice politics in the Southwest, it's a little bit liberal. Tinubu did not say because of that he wants to go and be hunting the man down, insulting the man, or doing anything. Baba Adebanjo has died. When he was alive, they gave him free hand. Support Peter Obi with your chest. Because we respect our elders. And the outcome, we saw it. He did very well in Lagos, for instance. But when you have your own doing something, and there's a popular saying in the mafia, you cannot trust a man who sells out his brother and do business with him. You have the likes of Oji Uzor Kalu there. Extremely experienced politician. No support for Peter Obi. You have the likes of Soludo there. Experienced international and national civil servants who ran for office. They did not support Peter Obi. Soludo even went to the point of writing a pistol against Peter Obi. It is not okay. Southeasterners, it is not okay. It's better for you to keep quiet and say, I will grumble in my family house than to publicly be coming for your own brother. Today, as we are speaking today, Ekiti is going to host election. Ekiti is going to host election. Fayemi and our president, they are not on speaking terms. But you will never see Fayemi come out and say, because the SBO is APC candidate, he's not going to do this. Is his boy? They can fall out anytime they want. I'll give you another example. Fayoshe with his garrulous Nippo baby mouth. He still wears his PDP cap and follows them on campaign trail to vote for APC. Went to visit Tinubu twice. First time to tell him his reservations about how the government is running. Second time to go and ask him, Baba, you are our leader in the Southwest. Where are we going? What is the direction in my home state, Ekiti? But in the Southeast, you have no political support for Peter Obi. None. Even the OT, that is a Labour Party product today, he has publicly said it, that he is aligning with the president on that level, which is basically doing, I do for me, you do for you. You cannot blame him. He doesn't see a future for an LP presidency. And you bet OT is not going to open his mouth and say anything. God will not punish him. That's how politics is played. So if you do not have OT from LP, you do not have Soludo from Abga, right? You do not have Uzodima from Imo. That's 3 out of 5, right? Let us even imagine that you forgo the remaining 2. Right? Because typically, let's say you forgo, but you cannot even forgo because Ebonyi you have a federal minister, you also have a governor that is aligning. You have 4 that are supporting the ruling party. These are your political, quote unquote, leadership. Ask yourself as Southeasterners, what part do we have? That's the question. What part do we have? In my side, you have Aregbesola who is doing ADC, is doing this, is doing that. They no born Aregbesola when we make him mention Tinubu in a derogatory term. They no born am well. And I won't be surprised if that ADC that we're looking at today, I won't be surprised if they have moles inside. Because let me tell you people one thing about politics that me have learned. I'll give you one example in Southwest, in Lagos. There's a man called Jano. His name is Jide Adesonya, Biziaki Sonya. They deployed him from APC to go and scatter Lagos PDP. He did his mission for 2 years. He's back here. He's back with APC. I can swear to God, they've done it to ADC. The loudest and the most vehement attacker of Tinubu's government is probably the mole inside that ADC. I won't talk about LPO, but I can tell you that APC had a mole inside LP. I won't tell you who it is because I don't want to be derogatory towards the Kingsmen of the Southeastern. He's a Southeastern person. He was a public advisor and a policy maker in Tinubu's first and second term. Go and do your research. He did that LP. So if you want to play the game, you cannot play the game of infiltration. You cannot play the game of loyalty. You cannot play the game of do for me, I do for you. You play the game of scratch my back, I scratch your back. You want to play the game of it is our turn, you will fail. You want to play the game of let us be fair, you will fail. You want to play the game of you did not give us appointment, you are not treating us well. Politics is dog eats dog. So stop trying to appeal to people's conscience. What you can do as a Southeastern bloc is to say, we will deliver 2 million or 2.5 million votes for you. And not just talk. You do it. And when you do it, they say, you know what? We need to invite these people and their leadership to the 2 a.m. meeting so that they will come and tell us how we can reinforce and solidify our position as a national party. You have a stake because you have deliverables that can be banked on. Do you think Tinubu picked Shetima because he just likes Bonu, he likes Shetima? No. There is a block of votes that is coming that determines everything. And he has done the work to cut this knot, cut the northeast, even cut the middle belt. Because he did win the middle belt. With all their Peter Obi's all around him. Tinubu won the middle belt as a region. Go and look at your statistics. So at the end of the day, right, it is not about fairness. And let me say this, because we have been talking about policy. Go and look at the tax reform bill that was just signed. Let me tell you people in the Southeast, if you don't know. You are the least contributor to the GDP and the VTA of this country. But you see that tax bill is going to give you more than what you deserve. Because if they use the formula of what you contribute is what you get, I swear to God, you people will not be getting. As it is now, you do not as the Southeast as a block, you do not contribute more to VTA than only Ogun State. Ogun State contributes more to the VTA of this country and the GDP of this country than the entire Southeast. But because we allow narratives like, oh, there are more billionaires in Inewi market and in Onisha. Forbes doesn't just rest there. And those things that you know people say, because we just allow it to just fly. But when the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics brings out the numbers by region, we see it now. We see how much business you are doing. We see how much VTA you pay. We see your contribution to the GDP of the country. But you people have to my main message here is you have to coalesce. You have to understand your weaknesses. You have to understand your strengths. You have to
So
understand
follow
politically. You don't do things by sentiment.
before we wrap it up for you, who are we coalescing with? Because my own aim
You
is
have to
for
coalesce with
APC,
yourself first. With yourself.
but ourselves cannot do it
Soludo,
alone. Ourselves cannot do it alone.
Umahi. Wait, let me explain this strategy. It's not a thing of my thinking. It is a thing of what regions have done. Tinubu did not come out to be president before securing his region. That is where you get the ground base of your power. He secured his region to the extent that he grabbed one Niger Delta state by the neck. If not for the nonsense that Obaseki went to go and do, it would have been APC throughout now. Go and ask Oshiomhole, who fought for him, blood, sweat, and tears for him to become governor when they wanted to rig him out. INEC did not declare him as winner now. INEC did not declare Oshiomhole as winner. It is this same Bola Tinubu that deployed the machination for him to get to that position. So imagine a political practitioner that decides that I want to have my region on lock. If Obi wants to get to that presidency, he must show expertise by securing the whole of the Southeast states for a party like ABGA or LP first. Do it. Let us see it. When you do that, and they know that 2-3 election cycles, it is LP, or ABGA. Ebonyi is ABGA. Imo is ABGA. Enugu is ABGA. Anambra is ABGA.
Do you know it's a
Then
long journey that you
Tinubu
are
can
taking us?
say,
Do you know it's a long journey that you are taking us to?
oh, okay, you don't want to do the hard work,
No.
but you want presidency.
What I'm saying is this. What if we keep behind APC, right? But don't you think there's a better chance there than for us to go and be say,
Okay,
are you aware
I
that Imo
understand.
State was Apuga before? Imo State was Apuga, but now it's
Okay,
APC.
let me respond to you. APC has junior brother and senior brother. If you join them now, you will be the newborn, which basically means the Northerners have said we are the senior brother. The Southwesterners have said we are the second. If Southeast wants to join, you will be the third born. But you have to ask yourself, what was the pact before I joined? And am I willing to wait my turn? Because let me tell you one thing. Politics is not a respecter of fairness. Politics is not particularly a respecter of money, because people that have money have come and they have failed. Politics is usually a respecter of loyalty, and that loyalty is only rewarded when it is continuously and extensively proven. My brother, if you want to come to APC, just be ready to do like 10 years first. I'm giving you the shortcut. You don't want to take the shortcut. But if you
Yeah.
want to come to APC, you have to accept the fact
No,
that
no, no,
I
me,
am the
I'm
last
even
born.
me, I'm even saying 12 years, 4 years of
Okay,
Tinubu
12.
and 8
But
years of the North. Yes. Yeah, I'm
my
even
brother, my
planning of
brother,
that. Yeah.
the short version of what I said, is you give yourself regional and political power and leverage by securing all the five states, Abi? Yeah, 5 states of the Southeast. When you do that, I swear to God, they will be inviting you to the table.
Was
But right
SCN
now,
was SCN controlling the Southwest state before they merged with Tinubu? We merged with Buhari.
yes, now,
All the Southwest states, is that what you're saying? Was they
with
controlling it?
Edo, this year what I plus Edo,
No,
6
no, no.
states. Now ACN gets.
Before they merge with Buhari. I'm talking about before they merge
Yes,
with Buhari.
that's what I'm telling you. Buhari only had
Did they
Buhari
have
only
a
had
governor?
Nasarawa.
Did they have a governor? Did they have a governor across the state in
Let me
Southwest?
explain something to you.
Okay.
Buhari CPC only had Nasarawa. ACN had all the Southwest and Edo.
Did they have a governor? That is what
NPDP.
I'm saying. Across the state, apart from
Yes,
Lagos.
now. Yes. Are you not listening to my answer? At the point of
No,
formation of
I think except
APC,
Bolu, I think except Ekiti, I think Ekiti was PDP now, as at that time. But I think every other state was ACN.
let me break it down. Let me mention the governors. Babatunde Raji Fashola, Abiola Ajimobi, Ibikunle Amosu, Rauf, Fayemi, and Adams
Another to
Oshiomhole.
Shomole, you are right.
Yes, now. CPC had Tanko Almakura, what's his name?
No. Fayemi came later.
Almakura.
Fayemi came later. As at that time, it was
It was still
Fayose that was there.
Fayose also. It was still PDP.
No, yes,
It
no
was
problem.
Fayose that was there.
Okay, Tani, AMPP, Nko, they had more than CPC now. They had Kashim, they had the. You see,
yes.
so the point that I'm making is that have a block that represents power. If you have that block that represents power, you now coalesce under a leader and be disciplined to stay in that party for years. When you stay there, then people know that you are serious.
That was a failure of PDP.
When they know that you are serious, then they now say, you know what? The Southeast, we need to start asking them for what they want. We need to start giving them minister instead of minister of state. We need to start allowing them to be heading important agencies because they have a block of power. But when you have your leaders telling Obi, let's even say that, let me tell you something that pains me. Let's even say that you are not supporting. If you are not supporting, keep short. But when your leaders go on national TV, Obi is a small boy, who is in politics? You don't do that to your political leaders. You don't do that.
Is it different from what Bode George does to Tinubu?
Does Bode George, is he a governor? These are the nuances
You
you
said
people
our
miss.
leaders. Is Bode George not a leader in South?
Let me use the word that you want to hear. When I'm talking about the governor, I've not mentioned any other political leader apart from Odius Okalu, who was the Senate leader. I'm talking about your governors. Those are the people that hold the structure of the state in their hand politically. They are the ones that came against Obi. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. Let us not play sentiment and semantics here. Bode George is a PDP leader. He has nothing to do with Fashola or Sanwo-Olu or Ambode. They don't care. Bode George can say anything he wants to say. Bode George that cannot win his polling unit where he comes from. What are we talking about here now? What are we talking about here? For my word. If I be God, I know VVC member, make I no vex. For my word, me I dey win my word. I dey win my own word, but they just know if you win in word. You know, get mouth past me. It's when they talk for here now.
Rude.
So
You're
just
very
not to
rude.
take
You're
time.
very rude. You're very rude.
It might be. We don't disrespect others, but let me just wrap up. See, guys, let me tell you the truth. I like Peter Obi, but we've gotten to a point in our national politics that, based on certain things, everybody is now going back home to be more conservative. Right? That's number one.
Really?
Number two.
Really? So everybody is going back home? Just turn around.
That's where we have gotten. See how we are treating ourselves now. But let me just land the point. See, everybody should go and strategize with their kingsmen. Right? Once you form yourself into a block in the Southeast, I swear to God, it will work like magic. You just notice that they'll start inviting you to the table. They'll start asking you what you want. All of a sudden, you start getting ministerial position. But you cannot be giving the leader 100,000 votes, 200,000 votes, and you think that you will get something. You will not get anything. Politics is not about sentiment. It's not about fairness. No this and no peace. So once you have political power, you'll be giving what you want. If you don't have political power, you will not be giving anything. Nigeria is not a fair place. This one that they are telling you that they are bringing gas pipeline, they are going to go and borrow $3 billion to come and invest in the Southeast. If Tinubu no do am, nothing goes up. That's what you should know. So once they are giving you certain things because you are bona fide members of this disruptive union called Nigeria, you have to understand is that it's because of fairness. You people, your children are going to school better because of NEL Fund now. If they wake up one day and say that NEL Fund does not apply to people that are not in the Southeast, what are you going to do? You will just cry and go to court for 8 years and nothing will happen.
After their school fees was increased by 300%, right?
Who is it? State? Is this federal government that is in charge of education? You people just come up and talk anyhow. Who is in charge of state universities? Why are they increasing the university? Why are they increasing the fees? They've told you, go and borrow money. Once you borrow money, we'll give you a long time to pay back. Now they are going to institute tertiary institutions scheme for teachers. They said, teacher, If you are poor, come and collect 10 million. We'll be collecting it small from your salary. When Jonathan was there, why didn't he do it? When Buhari was there, why didn't he do it? Let's give honor to who honor is due. And we must all respect what we have contributed. You cannot bring 3 blocks to a building and claim that you want to stay in the master bedroom. It's not done. It is an indication of lack of self-respect.
Follow off your mic.
And it is an
Follow off your mic.
Let me finish now.
Follow off your mic. Follow off your mic. Follow. Time to off.
Mazi.
You know, my neck. You know, my neck is depressed like
this. The more
this.
you interrupt me,
You know, my neck is depressed like this. Follow.
Sorry,
Mazi,
I apologize.
30 seconds.
I apologize. Look, my people. If you want a steak at the table, don't just bring chair, bring the wood. Right? If you want to live in the master bedroom, don't just bring 1 truck of block. Bring the roofing material and the material for screeding. If you want to be at the table, get a grip of your region as one and then be a united front so that nobody will push you over. Look at your brothers in the South now. All of them, they have aligned. All of them. So if you decide to align, it's up to you. If you decide not to align, shikena. That's my submission. Mazi, thank you.
Thank you, follow. Thank you, follow. No, it's supposed it's not supposed to go. Justice is here.
Now.
So justice for justice.
They go meeting.
Who you tell? Who you tell? You want use the live one that they use to do your estate to come here. No, use that one. No, use that one on me. And then I want to talk something.
I don't know if you go now. That has been speaking since now.
Now Indiana unmuted his mic. Not be you, Daniel. Indiana, you want to talk something?
Okay. I thought.
Okay, Indiana, not there. So let's justice go back. Justice will go. Then we'll have white beds. Then we'll have UD. Then Mr. Daniel, I beg you. So go ahead. I mean.
Mazi, thank you very much. Mazi, now Mr. Jallo supposed to go now. You don't date it now.
No. Jallo just they come up now. Let me bring him up. Let's have justice. Justice has been here. I beg.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mazi. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I go to the topic, I just want to correct something that man said. What was he called? Kingsley. I've always one thing with me. I don't like distorting facts. When you want to oppose with facts and not lies. How will you come here and tell everyone that Tinubu has borrowed more than the entire presidents in the past? What are you saying? Put together, what are you saying? You don't need to come and brandish lies because you want to oppose. Please, there are people here who came for information. Give information. Do your opposition with facts and not lies.
He got that thing from Peter Obi.
He got it from, that's true, from Peter Obi. Then secondly, please, he was talking about
what was our debt when Tinubu entered? What is the debt now? It's simple. Just present it, please. Can you mention that? What was it?
If you think,
how much we are owing before
Mr. Man, hold on, Mr. Man. If you think I will sit down here to argue with you that our debt, according to Peter Obi, the fraudulent
according to Peter Obi, I'm not talking about people.
Allow me talk.
No,
Cancel, allow him to talk, please.
No, he mentioned my name. It seems he came.
Cancel, allow him talk now. Please allow him talk.
I called your name because you are passing misinformation. You don't do that in the public space because you want to oppose. So don't interrupt me, please. Let me land. Please. When we are talking, no, I didn't interrupt you, so don't jump into it. So as I was saying, I'm not Peter Obi that I would sit down and want you to act like Peter Obi that jumped up that even the debt profile of Nigeria before Buhari left, as I went Buhari left, was it 12 trillion naira? Wasn't it 40-something trillion? Now, if you factor in inflation, is that not over times 2 already of the debt?
And who
caused what inflation? Is our current debt? You just sit down, to brandish lies and pass misinformation because you just want to oppose. Secondly, you made mention of the fact that Umai would not be able, if, for example, he wouldn't be able to come out for maybe presidency in 2031. If, for example, he wishes to show interest, or maybe for the vice president, He'll be chased around with what's it called? Court cases. Who told you Umai as a person is the one being sued? It's the ministry and the office of the minister. As soon as he leaves there, nothing concerns him. Please don't just come and throw words around because you want to throw words around. You are talking to educated people here, and I believe you are one. Please, let's do opposition with facts and not lies, fallacies, and things that are not correct. That being said, back to the topic.
Office of the CBN that is in court now, or MFN?
Mr. Man, if you know what they call, if you understand what they call personal corruption, that's a different case. It's the Ministry of Works being sued to court for corruption.
Do you even know what charges MFN is facing in the court now? It's his policies under Buhari.
I'm no longer comfortable with what you are doing. I'm no longer comfortable. Stop interrupting him. Let him talk.
That Emebele is sued to court because of policies. What are you saying? You're saying trash. Stop talking nonsense. You're not talking to kids here. You're talking to educated people. And if you are one, then don't speak trash. Please. That Emebele is being sued to court because of policy. What policy, please? God. Sometimes when you talk, I don't understand. When all of you be like the Obi, when I just they talk the way Obi they talk, they follow. It does not follow facts. Don't bring out words and throw them around. That being said, let me come back to politics. You see this ADC arrangement of 18. I just look at my Eastern brothers and laugh, and the obedience and laugh, or the ones that are doing it is this or that or nothing. Let me just tell you the truth. Whether you like it or not. You see that party called ADC. I saw some people rejoicing. They gave our Eastern brother national publicity secretary. You're all playing. You're all playing. There are two persons in the party that owe the aces. That's the chairman and the national secretary. If they were so interested in the East, at least they should have given you for national secretary. Don't deceive yourself. All those other positions are nonsense. Nonsense, total nonsense, except you don't understand politics. Total nonsense, they have no say. Two persons are signatory to any form taken anywhere. It is the chairman and the secretary. Once they do otherwise, it's over. It's the plain truth. You see that the statement of David Mark today, yesterday. If you are here, you are here. If I were Peter Obi, I would just declare where I am now. It's better for him. Whether you like it or not, there's no way he's going to win he's going to win the ticket from ADC. Impossible. And those pushing, they know what they are doing. Those are our brothers from the East. Pushing. They know what they are doing. Especially those who are supporting what's it called, Atiku. They are deceiving these Obi supporters. Don't be deceived. They know what they are doing. The truth matter, just as the last speaker said. So gain presidency, you must build your blocks. I'm yet to see the Easterner that is really breaking forth into national politics, that is really building bridges across the nation. I'm yet to see one. Truth be told, I'm yet to see one. Building bridges across the nation. You want to be a president, don't just decide on local. No, you have to build these bridges. They are yet to do that. And as the man also said, that you ought to be strong in your region. It's not just because of presidency and all of that, because we want help, you want everywhere. No, it does not work that way. You need your governors. You need your governors. Where is the stronghold of, let's say, LP? There's no stronghold apart from Abia. We must tell ourselves the truth. And if anybody thinks 2027 will be like 2023, the person is sleeping. He needs to wake up to reality. He needs to wake up. Don't deceive yourself. He needs to wake up to reality. If they tell you today now that Obi will get such votes again, it's a blatant lie. It's not possible. Because reality is dawning on everyone. We have seen. It's the plain truth. Even people that supported Obi before now, things are changing. It's just the plain truth. So, Mazi, that's why my major reason I came up was to correct this man that is spreading misinformation. I won't take it from anybody. If you want to spread fact, don't lie. Thank you very much, Mazi.
All right, thank you. White Bear, please, let's have you, White Bear.
Thank you. This is my 2 cents here is Southeast should play the politics they want to play. If you want to do wuru to the answer, go ahead and do it. But this way I'm going to have a problem. Not that next week now, Philip will come and start tweeting that Yoruba people are not supporting Igbo people for presidency. We no go do that one with you. Don't do that nonsense with me. That you will come next week and start talking Yoruba ACN, Yoruba this. Because I know this ACN people are shouting at this place. It's not ACN you're talking to. We know this game. It's the same way you claim that you are smart, that you can read between the line. Me, self, I can read between the line. It's not Yoruba people. It's not ACN you're talking to. You are calling Yoruba people out. So don't come tomorrow next week and start saying Yoruba people. This Yoruba people. Go and play your game. If you want to use bigotry to win the election, go ahead. I don't stop anybody. It's politics. If you think it's competence you want to win the election, go ahead and win. But when you lose, don't come and cry foul. All these tears of marginalization, all these tears of all these things, it no concern me. Now, back to the main point. What Buhari and Tinubu did was they created a new order. And if the Southeast want to go the route that the coalition or the merger of 2016 did, they have to create a new order. And the new order might be ADC, but have they done enough? I don't know. In the next 6 months, will they do enough? I cannot tell. But a new order has to be created. You have to make people feel that one thing, that this new order is going to take power. If you cannot provide that new order to people, you are wasting everybody's time. People need to understand that. You are wasting people's time. So, it's not a situation of how you want to play politics. Because this story of, there's no block vote, there's block vote. There's block vote. We have seen the block vote. It came out. The block vote supported Peter Obi. We saw the numbers. They supported Peter Obi. So if this block vote is going to come out again and consistently, like what this Northeast did, supported at Buhari, they don't generally call off, supported Buhari consistently with 12 million. If they can increase the vote to 2.5, consistently, you will have a seat at the table. That's why Peter Obi has a seat at the ADC table. Nobody wants to go into a coalition without Peter Obi, even though they think they can play hanky-panky. But nobody feels that they can go into a coalition without Peter Obi. You know you must sit him down. But these numbers has to come out consistently for him. Once you can come out with these numbers consistently for him, probably he's going to have a sale, I cannot say. Is he going to win an election? I cannot say. And Tolu was spot on. It's only a foolish man that will accept 1 term. No, immediately you do 1 term, you're already bargaining for a position of weakness. I have never seen somebody do that. They want to marry your wife. You are saying you want to marry your wife. You are saying, I can only marry your wife for 2 years. After 2 years, you can divorce me or you can do whatever you like. Who does that? Won't you just say that for better for worse and stay in the marriage? Anybody that wants to vote for Peter Obi should be ready for an 8 years presidency. That is how it works. Nobody should come. If you cannot get 8 years presidency, the people that give him power, they should go back, re-strategize, and get it. That is how this country works. And this idea of we deserve, you know they work. You know they work. There's not like we deserve. It is what you work for. Put in that work. Once you put in that work, you will sit down there and you tell Tinubu, oh boy, if you don't give me this, if we pull out our vote, we'll go support opposition. How many votes will you have left? By the time Tinubu does his number, it's okay, I need this block to win. It's going to consider you. But this going to start whining and tears and crying every time. This. It is tiring. Go and put in work. This is not a place to put in work. Go out there, gather yourselves, get PVC, organize, win those numbers, get those numbers. You will now talk. And when Tinubu, yes, when Tinubu won the presidency, it's not like he had serious amount of votes. So when he was even supporting Good Luck, supporting everybody, he didn't have serious amount of votes. You could see the number, but you could tell that this 2-3 million or 4 million, it was consistent. And that is what you bring to the table, that consistency in that number. So if you don't have that consistency in that number, it is pretty difficult. Like I said, the coalition have their work cut for him. But Obi accepting a 1-term president, to me, I don't see it making any sense. But he has his strategies, he has his people that will say it. It's better, this kind of thing, it's better you don't even say anything, you just keep quiet. And you go into the coalition, after your consensus or go into whatever you want to win your tickets and run. All these stories of 1 term, no 1 term, it's not making any sense to me. But like I've said, and Philip, this is direct message to you. Go and run your politics. Tomorrow morning, don't come and start telling me that Yoruba people did not support you enough. I don't want to hear that story. Everybody, they go play politics. Thank you very much.
So why bet? Are you saying that P2B do not have block vote in Southeast?
No, I acknowledge he has. I acknowledge he has block vote. I said that now. I said he has 1.9, but I said consistency also matters when you're showing that have block vote. If he has 1.9 now, and the next election he has 800k coming from the southeast, or Tinubu goes there and balkanizes his vote, he's not going to have the same power he had in the next election. So this point is a very strong point for Peter Obi. Peter Obi has to be very careful the decisions he makes going forward. He has to be very careful about decisions he makes going forward. What's wrong with you now? Are you drunk? This is not a beer parlor now. Mute your mic. He has to be very careful about decisions he makes going forward, because if he makes some decisions, those decisions, if they affect him adversely, it might water down his political strength. If he runs for VP against Atiku, and you know as the VP position works. So the guy is caught in a hard place, man. A rock and a hard place. But like I said, he has his people, he has his strategies. They will advise him.
So do you think that P2B is going to get that amount of votes he got in Lagos in 2023, 2027? Do you think he's going to get it?
For this Lagos? It's possible, but from what I'm seeing, from the feelers I'm seeing, I don't think he's going to get those numbers.
Why is there? Tell them the truth. It can never happen again. Tell them. I voted for Obi. Tell them that is one and done. You know if it happen again.
It's a one-time offer. Peter Obi has gotten that thing one time.
Why will it happen? Why will it happen again? This one you are very sure. Why will it happen again?
Because
look at your local government elections. Look at your local government election. What did they do?
Mazibit. Make I tell you what I'm sure. My two younger brothers, they voted for Obi. And the tide has changed. A lot of Yoruba people, I'm talking from a Yoruba perspective, I'm not talking from a lot of Yoruba people that voted for Obi, I don't think they're going to compete for Obi again. And this one is not, I'm telling you, I'm capping. I know most of them are not going to come true. And when people come and say, we want Lagos, it was because of the help of Yoruba people that voted aggressively for that man in Lagos. Not only Igbos did their part, Yorubas also did their part. So if you take, even let's say it's only 1/3 of the people he got in Lagos were from the Yorubas, you take 1/3 away from Peter Obi's election, or even from his numbers, or 1/4 from his numbers, how much is he left with? If you add it to Tinubu's numbers, what are you going to get? Because don't make no mistake, they are going to play politics in that 2027. You get ready. You see how this one at the come space and at the chat, we they beat. It's okay. We will see the result then. Me, I not even vote that election. So I feel there just to look for sideline because I didn't even fear. So I'll just take sidelines. Let's see what will happen. But that's what I'm going to say.
So what's your message for, white bears? My Southeast brothers and the sisters and Southeast political
I don't get message for
structure.
anybody. Go and play your politics the way you want to play your politics.
Wait. People have come up here. I'm going to be referencing Polonium. Since he came up to drag me, I'm going to be referencing him so that my people will open their eye. He came up here and said that Southeast should ally towards ADC. But his brother, who is Akpabio, who is a Senate president of Nigeria today, should align towards APC so that in 2031, that VP slot is going to be non-negotiable for them. Nobody should come near and drag it for them. But Polonium is advising us to align towards ADC. Are you seeing the future of Southeast political future in ADC? In this current ADC of Atiku Abubakar and Amechi and Kwankwa, what's his name? What's their names? Abubakar Malami.
There's no future.
Are you seeing the future of?
There's a future. Yeah. There's a future for Southeast in ADC. Anybody that tells you there's no future of Southeast in ADC is lying. There is. I can see. But they might not play a primary role as they expect they will play. They might be in power. They might give them Senate presidents. But primary roles, I don't see them playing this. They might even get a VP. And VP is redundant. After that, I don't see it happening that much. But if the Southeast feels a step in the right direction for them, they should go ahead and take it. Everybody should be selfish in what they want to do. If they feel that that's the right step in the right direction for you, take it. My own problem now is if everybody don't make decision, stick by your decision. It's like when Southwest don't do this one now. So Southwest now come and start telling me, why beard, they're marginalizing us. I'm not going to listen to anybody. When you two reach here, go and marginalize everybody. Everybody will do this turn by turn Nigeria Limited. I'm very practical. I know they do all these things. When you reach the Mazi, appoint all your friends.
Marginalization Nigeria PLC.
Thank you very much. When you reach it, make it do your own. That is how Nigerian presidency works. It's not. They're not like fairness. When you get there, the president has the power to do and undo. All this fairness, I've told you, if you want to do all this fairness, go to the church, become a pastor, become a priest, and preach this on a pulpit. But as far as you want to do Nigerian politics, get into the program. All this idea of the work, get into the program and do the needful. Like I said, I see a pathway for the Southeast. Do I see a presidency from them? I find it difficult to see. But because me, I won't lie, ADC is more likely to pick a candidate from the North. Can a miracle happen? I can't say. But more likely, if I'm going to put it in bets, I'll be like, 60% chance that the candidate, I don't want to say 100 because I'm being nice today. I don't know I'm being nice. 60% is going to go to the North. The 40% probably is going to Rotimi Amici or Obi. And that's what I'm saying, Rotimi Amici, because he knows how to play party politics.
So let's look at it this way. What if Southeast came towards APC in 2027? That close their weight in support of
Bola Ahmed
Tinubu and
the line in
APC in 2027.
It's not bigotry. It's not all this one where somebody come here saying they hate Igbos. It's not bigotry. The line is long in APC. The line is long.
How is it long? Let us analyze it.
Now this time is
currently now. Okay.
Let me tell you.
Let's analyze it. Okay. Tell me then.
Let me tell you this long now. You see power this south now, ba. There are people in the northwest, northeast now. We go make sure see they deliver power to Tinubu in the next election. People for south too, they put effort on how to do it. So now automatically power will go to the north. Now what will remain now is the VP solution, VP spots. Now they'll start looking at numbers. Okay, who and who do for the past 2 years? Because we know Southwest is out already. Southwest will go to the battle Senate presidency or House of Rep or whatever it is they get there. What is left now is VP. Now, who won't collect VP for South or who won't collect VP? Southwest is out of it. Who has contributed more to the party? You see, as people, they move their entire structure for Delta states. They move. They want to deliver victory for Tinubu. All these things that people are saying, yes, Peter Obi might be strong in Delta State, might be strong in Edo, but from the indices of what I know, because history in Nigeria, it repeats itself. And one thing people don't know, now let me tell you, go and check the 1979 election and the 1983 election. The chances of Tinubu getting a higher vote than 2023, it is 50 or 70% higher. This thing might sound like a joke, but you will be shocked that Tinubu will get more than 8 million votes. With all these people shouting on space, you will be shocked. So now when you are now left with one position, VP, which is the most vital position, tell me, if you did APC, Mazi, you did APC now, between South and Southeast, who you go give VP? No, come on your mind, say you did Southeast, you are from Southeast, so who you go give VP? It's not South.
Okay, I will analyze now. Okay, let's look at it this way. The structure that you're talking about in Delta just moved out recently, a few months ago. What if we have now 5 instance states move their structure?
Remember action in the last election. Remember Wike's action in the last election. He defied all odds.
Yes, I do remember. Now, currently, the South have the Akpabio, the Senate president, under APC umbrella. Now, there's nothing in that in Southeast. And I'm not blaming anybody on this. I'm just trying to analyze.
Equity. You know the hearsay, there's nothing like equity. In the last election was Southwest. Wait. Was the Southwest
you analyze now. Wait. We are discussing about who be this one now. Who be this one? I will drop you. We are discussing about structure moving now to APC. Yeah, Delta State have moved their structure. I'm sure River State is locked down.
Akwa Ibom has done that.
Akwa Ibom has done that. I don't know, that one is gone. So what I'm saying now is, what if Enugu move their structure to APC? Abia, Governor Lesotho move his structure. Do you think that? Don't you think that the reason why? Don't you think that the reason why Lesotho use SDP? What was the name? What's the name of local government? ZLP to contest for local government election in Abia State. Don't you think it's because he wants to move or thereabout? Because he could have easily used Labour Party, which is own party, but he used ZLP in Abia State to contest for local government election, and they won. So if they move, remember, Anambra I can tell you that if Governor Soludo wants this election, the structure of APGA is going to APC. What if they move and work towards success of Asiwaju? Don't you think that slot of VP is still open for us? Yeah.
Mazi, wait. Now to answer now. The structure in Ebonyi, for example, your state was moved to APC. How many votes did APC get in Ebonyi State?
No, it is because of Peter Obi's wave now. You and I know.
If Peter Obi has this kind of wait.
But it's not going to white bed. It's not going to remain like that now.
I know now. I just give an example. No, I know it's not going to remain like that. No, Mr. Dan, I agree. But we cannot deny it, whether we like it or not. Obi is still a force in the southeast. Obi still has a chance of getting 60% of the votes in the southeast, guaranteed, because he's loved by southeasterners. Let's not deny it. Let's
not all the southeasterners. See, there is this thing called bad wagons.
I'll tell you something. Let me tell you about the laws of average. But let me tell you the laws of average. If average, if Nigerians are black, and you bring an exception to me of a fair person, I don't consider you a smart person. Just listen to what I said. If averagely, I tell you Nigerians are black, and you tell me that is YB not light skin, is Mr. Daniel not light skin, I will not take you as a smart person. Because what we are telling you is averagely. I am not saying all Nigerians are like that. But if you pick 10 Southeasterners, at least 6 of them like Obi, yes or no. 7 of them like Obi, yes or no. So what's the argument here? Why are you arguing that the 3 exceptions? Why are you arguing with the 3 exceptions when you know that the average is higher than the exceptions? So that's not an argument. So if they have this wave again, and I'm telling you that when you talk about votes now, it's not what matters now is internal politicking. These guys that are coming on board now, how well can they even play internal politics with other APC members that the person that is going to be presidency, maybe the person that's going for Northeast, for example, let's say it's El-Rufai, sorry, that's going for Northwest. I'm not saying El-Rufai is going to represent. Your relationship with El-Rufai matters a lot. The way El-Rufai perceives those people from that area matters a lot. So this is as dynamic as it is. Number 2, if I be president, I would like to select vice president who will give me a problem. My VP, I would love him to be active, but not active. A lot of things play here. So for me, do I see a chance of the Southeast getting VP? It's possible, but if I'm going to edge my bets, I'll say it's the South now. If I'm going to edge my bets, I'll say it's the South now. Maybe Tinubu can do it when he's living there and do all those veto power, advice, beg, lobby for the Southeastern and say, okay, David Mai is my guy, make him VP. Let us just give something to the South or Southeast. And so, because when you do something like that, it means that come 2031, when power comes back to the South, like Biruke has told you, who can grab power the most is the most important person. So whoever is building his political base now between now and 2031 is the one that is going to represent Southern Nigeria in 2021 election. No this and no peace. Thank you very much.
Anyway, it is the analysis anyway. But I feel like our the most easiest road for us to get that political block and that political relevance is within the APC. I'll still insist on that. Right? I didn't see any road. I didn't see any road in ADC.
So we cannot run the 2 of them, you know bad. Run the 2 of them. If you run the 2 of them, you know bad. Anyone will win. It's good.
Yeah. That is fine. That is fine. Yeah, 2 of them is also good. 2 of them is also good. But don't present us that 4 years time. I'm not buying it. Anyway, let's go to UG.
I don't present time for you, Mazi. I didn't even tell you one single time. I did not say single about time.
You there?
Mazi, I beg, make next person go. I did inside some.
Okay, let's have Mr. Daniel. No. Let's mix this thing up. I beg. Let's have Mr. Daniel.
My battery won't die.
Which one be your battery? Which one be your battery? Oh, yeah, go.
My battery won't die. I beg. Sorry. Make I just talk very, very quickly. For people that are advising coalition on their pathway, advising Obi on their pathway, very good. We thank you for being very magnanimous with your analysis. For me, the pathway to Aso Rock, I don't want it very crowded. So my preoccupation is how my principal, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, Omologo 7.5G, how that part is going to be very clear for him, so that we are going to have less distraction and less competition on the way there. in 2027. So for everybody showing pathway, giving different pathway, now only one pathway me I know now, and at the pathway we go favor my principal now. And in that pathway, the Southeast will play a role. That is why I still disagree with a lot of people here that are saying Southeast. Southeast is going to play a more significant role that they played before, especially in 2023. If that role is going to be significant enough to negotiate for VP in 2031 or have that political weight to throw around within the party, I don't know. But that if they are going to do better, they are going to do much more better. APC has never gotten 25% of the total vote in the Southeast before. APC will get now. APC got just about 5% in the last election. They will get more now. APC got less than 200,000 votes in the last election. APC will get more than 500,000 votes this period. And, you know, me, I wanted Oyekashi because when Oyekashi is talking, you will think he's controlling one ward in his state or he was one governor in his state. He go they talk like, say, he go just they talk. Me, I don't just talk. I put my money where my mouth is. Come outside. I am saying here, APC got 5-point-something% in 2023. 2027, APC will get at least 25%. If you don't agree, bring your money. Today is 30th of July. We have an agreement. Last quarter, 2026, we all come back here. Bring your money. The only thing is that the valuation don't affect Naira now. I know do 500,000 the way where they do last election. The list will be 1 million. Bring your money. I am tired of empty analysis, people that will be talking. When you now tell them, bring money, you start stammering. Your network will start
Mr. Daniel, if you are
fluctuating.
talking to me, talk to me direct. If you are talking to me, talk to me direct.
No, you know they do. Now, you can go they tell us, you go they read CV for us, you go they do all that. What it concern us? We are telling you that Southeast where they talk, they will deliver better, they will turn up better. If you say no, bring your money. It's finished. If I lose, I learn. If I win, I laugh. That's all. But we need to be teaching ourselves some lessons so that people don't just come and every time you just be talking. And my analysis is not founded on just aspiration or emotion. Presently, today, APC has the highest number of state governors in the Southeast. APC has the highest number of senators in the Southeast. Out of all the 5 governors in the Southeast, some have openly declared, even the ones that are not in APC like Soludo. Some have indirectly already declared, the ones like Epita. Even Alex Oti, that is in LP, he has never come out to criticize the president. We know that he's our son. He's from APC before. He just came to LP. His body is in LP. His soul is in APC. We know what is happening there. So, if you have all this happening, and you think governors are useless, like some of you have been saying, there's one wave that is coming from Atlantic Ocean that will sweep everybody away. I am not arguing with you. Me, I'm not interested in argument again. I've told you the least performance that I think is going to come from that place. And I know that is the least. It's going to be better than that. If you don't agree, we will agree today. I would have loved to drop the money today, but I take the time value of money very, very seriously. So that time we agree, and we will come back. We will drop. That is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in all this talking every time. Because you see, if you understand political dynamics and you know the role political elites play in the politics of a region, especially the governors, sitting governors, senators, and you can read the temperature, the political temperature in the Southeast, you will know that there are some things that are changing. You will know that this advice that we are trying to give, some people have already advised themselves. They know that there are some parties like ADC, it's just an old people's home. And you are not going to go and pitch your tents with old people and some people, retirees, that they are waking up and they're going to come and do something. And you are going to trust a man that in the 2023 election, despite all the votes that he gave for a political party, he was the one that actually stopped your candidate from getting the ticket, or a candidate from South of getting the ticket. Now suddenly you want to back that man and you think that man will change overnight. There's no problem. But when you listen to people like Polonium, that inadvertently exposed and disclosed his intention by telling you that follow ADC, but he's celebrating his political leader, that he said openly here that political leader will deliver South for APC. And by delivering South for APC, he was telling you confidently here that nobody will come and compete with me 2031 because Akpabio will be there. If you don't have sense, you should know that it's only reducing competition. The way me, I want to reduce competition for the pathway for my Oga, it's also telling you that no problem, go to ADC, go to ADC. But the truth of the matter is that politicians, they are now wiser. Do you think Soludo saying what he's saying is not wise? Because all of them know that they have a more clearer pathway with APC for their political career. And the political career is not only presidents or VP. Some governors still want to be ministers tomorrow. They want to be different things tomorrow. They want to be power brokers in a party. And they know the only way to get this done is based on your political weight. And political weight is not emotional. Political weight is not by projection. It's not by feeling. Your political weight is empirically decided by the number of votes you can bring to the table. That is what determines what you are going to get from the table. You don't bring, you see, I think somebody that said it here. They're not building a house. You just bring 2 blocks. You're not trying to say you want to sleep in the master bedroom. It does not happen. It does not. So the political gladiators know this. And that is what I believe will change. And that change is not because of AKK pipeline. It's not because of any project. If it is by project and AKK pipeline, APC not supposed to get the kind of vote they get for 2023 because Buhari delivered all these things and nothing happened. So, what will deliver that vote is the establishment that we already seen. It is the governors, it is the senator, because they know that their political career also depends on it, in what you can negotiate. So you can come, gaslight us, do everything. How will you feel if, as a politician, you bought 1 million votes, another politician bought 100,000 votes, and the person that bought 100,000 votes is getting the same thing that 1 million bought? It does not happen. Even in an organization, has it ever happened before? Will you feel okay? They are praising everybody. You are better, and they are giving you the same kind of reward. Where does that happen before? The reward theory of motivation even is against it. You reward according to contribution in a performance-based assessment. That is the rule, and that is what is going to happen. And the people on ground, not the vuvuzela on spaces, the people on ground, the politicians on ground, that is what they think every day. They know what to do. And we can already see that they are doing it. And like I said, I am not one of those that say, oh, Southeast will contribute. I've said it before, and I tweeted it. In this race, 2027, the midfielder, na Southwest. The attacker, na North Central and South. The wingers, na Northeast and Southeast. The coach, na Shiwaju. Ingo dey there. Ingo dey look everybody. Everybody will contribute. Southeast will turn up. Even some people that are trying to tell us that they are the voice of the North, they are this one. The one that led they banished him like a banshee for 30 years. He's not coming back. So it's not by talking. You can come and open your mouth. We will all be here. But me, I want everybody to learn lesson. It's either I learn lesson or other people learn lesson. So when you are talking, if you are making any assertion, let us back it up. It's not just come and be shouting and everybody, this one, I'm doing this. Let us agree. How much you go put down? We did it in 2023. We should repeat it in 2027. And God preserving our lives will be better financially. Things will be better then, so that we will come here and wager. So Southeast, I believe things are moving better progressively, politically for them there. But like Whitebird said, South is already in a pole position. We have to agree because they don't defront. Wike where they do we up and down. Akpabio where they do we up and down. They're not just doing that we because they like Ashiwaju. They know why they do their we. So when Southeast join now, Southeast will also have to bring something to the table to be able to show that, man, we can throw our weights. No matter how experienced you are. Mayweather cannot face Anthony Joshua in the boxing ring. Featherweight is not heavyweight. So if you come and say you are something and South can't turn up too much because the way those guys are moving, the way they are moving, make you no go be say 2027 go come, Asiwaju go get 6/6 for there. Pack all the votes. If it be like that, if Southeast just try, some of us go just there, go just say, "Oga, at least then try now." Judge them based on their last result. They have improved. That is what the convention is going to be. But if you come and say it's my entitlement, no, you no go carry one babe go do fine dining. You won't come dey press another one. Chon. It is the one that is the input that you make that will determine your output. So let people make out the right input. And I know that the Southeast is going to make the right input. Some things are happening. We're already seeing it. And we know that it's going to materialize. If it is going to be enough, I don't know. But it is going to be better, I'm very sure, than 2023. And don't be surprised. After 2023, you might now see more defections because some of those governors now are now positioning themselves, they are entrenching themselves better in the party. So that is it for me before my battery finally run flat. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me leave you. Mr. Dale, go and charge your battery and come back. We need to talk because this one where they talk, I don't understand.
Okay. Ask me quickly because if I go now, I won't go. Let me go and follow my career. I cannot be discussing other politicians' career. Let me go and follow my own career.
Okay.
So ask me sharp.
Okay. What I'm trying to ask you is this: are you seeing if eventually that Enugu collapse the structure of PDP and joins APC, and Abia collapse the structure of LP and join APC? Are you seeing APC winning about maybe getting 25% in each of the states? Southeast? Are you seeing that?
You see, I've said it before that collectively, APC is not going to get less than 25% when you carry all the votes together.
No, I'm talking about each of the states. I'm talking about each of the states.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that if 1 million votes comes out of Southeast, APC will get 250,000 of it, at least 25%. And you see, comparing that to other zones, you might say they've not tried, but they've actually tried, looking at where they are coming from, looking at the fact that APC has never gotten that from there before. So that will be landmark for them. And me, I believe it is. Some people have said 30%, 35%. Me, I'm saying at least 25%. And I'm willing to wager my money on it that it is going to come out.
Is it a good something for us to negotiate for VP slot?
If you want to negotiate for VP, like I talk, if you want to negotiate for VP slot and you want entering with heavyweight, You want Anthony
What you
Joshua
want me heavy
inside this
with
thing?
again, Mr. Dada? What you want me heavy? Is this South South?
No, you see,
Is this South South heavyweight? So are you saying that we
yes.
cannot gather block vote for Asuwaju like what South?
You see,
We can actually do this.
you see what I'm saying is this. Like I said, South is already in a kind of position. Don't deny it. You see, last election, as bad as
Remember,
it is,
there is still
APC,
Bayelsa. There is still Bayelsa. Bayelsa is no longer. It's not.
yes,
It's not in the
wait,
equation. No, Bayelsa is awful.
and I will talk now. Last election, let us look at the last result. APC got about 29% in 29% in the South. In fact, APC won one state, came second in Akwa Ibom. Right? So when you look at the last election, when you compare the two, South is better positioned. If you look at the heavyweights in the party, Wike is an heavyweight. Akpabio is the Senate president. These guys are grounded politicians. Sheriff has mobilized. Diri is also doing chon. We know River State, now Wike get them. Now, when you look at the person that you are, the zone that you are going to be competing against, you must bring your A game to the table. That is it. So if Southeast brings their A game to the table, yes, that time will come. You see, that time will come. Some kind of arguments can enter it, and they say, South, okay, you have actually become. You were the president before. Southeast are not actually gotten anything before. You see, those arguments can come up. It is politics. But for you to be able to have that argument first, you cannot bring 5% vote and be at that table. You will not be at the table, you'll be at the gatehouse. They will put you at the gatehouse. You will not get AC. People will go to main mansion and then go to talk. So you cannot bring 5% of vote, and you will be talking with people that bought 29% of vote, or people that bought 50% of vote.
Mr. Dada, off your mic. Off your mic.
So now be that. I don't offer.
Off your mic, please. Off your mic. Now, Nick, you come here, call the press. Anyway, let's see politics selfish. People, all the region, everybody are selfish in terms of politics. I'm very, very selfish with my region, right? I want them to benefit more, other than what we are benefiting from APC today. That's the reason why I'm looking for a way. Where is the best way? Is this way? Is this way? But it look like there are so many other two way. In our in my faces, if an Igbo person will understand what I say. Stumbling block all over the place. For you don't come here. Pause and stand for my gari. White bread. Mr. Daniel will come here. Pause and stand for my gari. There is no way to. But there are more work to do. Let's have Kinsley. Let's move up the conversion. Kinsley, then Jello, then Dickball. Yeah. And then please take your DM. So, Kinsley, are you there? She can hear me. Kinsley, can you hear me? Are you there? Kinsley, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let's have Jello, please. Doc, please go ahead. Kinsley is not.
Okay, thank you. Long time, and my regards to everybody. My own position, I'm going to be very straightforward and be very punchy at the same time. And I've listened to a lot of stuff. I know for a fact that a lot of you APC folks in the Southeast are really doing a human job to change the narrative, and we could see the positioning of some certain politicians as well. Some of them are being ambivalent now. Some of them are trying to preach the politics of, the national politics, like Soludo is currently doing. Alex Oti, the Labour Party governor who came from APC, is basically ambivalent. It's not saying anything about Labour. It's not saying anything about ADC. And I think he has actually come out to say he is going to support the president's re-election. But be that as it may, the problem with the Southeast and the APC is like It's a no love lost and no debt owed. That's the way I see it. Southeast does not Southeast holds the APC no political allegiance. At the same time, the APC owes the Southeast no political patronage. That's how it works. It's politics. It's code. You know, if you don't like, they've said it and they keep saying it, but the most beguiling thing is that a lot of people pretend to understand the dynamics of Nigeria's politics, and they pretend to speak to the politicking of the real nitty-gritty of even getting the numbers and the data-driven reason why you must have appointments. Why I say they pretend is, I believe anyone on this platform is older than 18 years old. And we should understand the fact that even in America, in all this Western world, Obama said elections have consequences. There's a reason for that. You are not going to work under Republican and expect you are not going to work against Republican and expect to get appointment under Republican, and vice versa for Democrats. But in our own system, it's quite different. We are guided by the constitutional ground norm, which are prescribed to the president. Each state of the federation must be represented at the cabinet. How that representation is defined, that wasn't defined in the constitution. All it says is that every state must be represented. If you have the representation as a whatever anybody want to say, as a senior minister, juicy minister, or whatever, the main point is you have a representation from your state. So now let's look at the game, right? If I have to say the coalition, will the Southeast accept one term for Peter Obi? Well, that's up for Southeast and their Peter Obi politics. Whatever they want to do with that is all for them. So we are going to speak about. I'm going to speak. This is my own position right here. This is not fictional and it's not just conjecture. This is basically loaded and backed by hard electoral data, right? And we should go back to where we are coming from. Since the inception of APC in 2015, their first time having to run election in Nigeria, the Southeast region has consistently rejected APC, right? Let's reduce it at the presidential level now. At first, they rejected APC almost in every starter of political electoral process, from president to governor to House of Rep to all those things. But as it progresses, they improved a little bit. But even when you look at those APC political actors who are trying to even liberate their people to say, look, you can chew and walk at the same time. You can be a part of APC and still be a part of whatever political party you want to be a part of. But when it comes to serious political business and politicking at the national level, we must look at where our orange is going to be more ripe, so to speak. That's a general balance. But as we speak now, when you go back to history, right? The President Muhammadu Buhari, he lost the Southeast in 2015 and 2019. The current president now, Bola Tinubu, lost the Southeast in 2023, right? And I can say it confidently and audaciously again that in 2027, the trajectory is going to continue. The President Tinubu, is going to lose Southeast again in 2027. But this is the catch. Would that stop him from being the president? No. Is it going to stop? Did this stop Buhari from being the president twice? No. So what does this actually mean? It means invariably, it means the Southeast, right? They are more or less politically irrelevant to APC politics. And we've been hearing it Even people on this platform, they've continued to say that, and the region has continued to demonstrate that even whoever aligns with that APC is like you have been canonized as a devil already. And the thing is that the question everybody should ask, what particularly is the problem? They are supposed to, I think it's a misjudgment and a misplaced priority of anger. All this anger and this vexation, they are supposed to tilt it toward a political party that they basically, bust their ass for 16 or 20 good years. And they basically did not return any favor to them. But a political party that is just 10 years, you are basically focusing on the hatred on that political party, that you do not have a contract with them, you do not have a pact with them, you do not have an alignment with them, you do not have anything whatsoever that could have made you be so angry toward APC. Channel that anger towards PDP. They were the one who have been denying you the presidential slot for so many years. They are the one who gave you the Senate presidency, and they made you have 4 or 5 Senate presidents within a political term, not APC. So what is the reason? And we know the reason, right? Why I say we know the reason is because I know how this thing started, right? I know how this thing started. Particularly, it got to a threshold and a crescendo during the 2010, I think the 2010 re-election of the gubernatorial re-election of Peter Obi in Anambra State versus Ngige and Soludo. He had placards and banners all over the place, where you have Ngige on the banners, right, christened as a Yoruba party, Hausa party, and you have President Buhari in the same placard, and you have Tinubu there. So they've demonized this political party from inception, and this has actually grown so far and so wide that to turn the trajectory back is so difficult. Because I don't know, they can easily move on to another political party easily, but to move to APC is difficult for them. And when you look at politics is cold-hearted. It cares less a hue about your sentiments and your emotions. And this is the reason why you see the last election in 2023, the entire Southeast contingent in Buhari's cabinet worked against the party. And do you want to talk about Chris Ngige or Oyema Ogoshuku or all the presidential candidates under APC? I mean, all the senatorial candidates under APC who worked against their party. They work for Peter Obi, who doesn't know this. And at the end of the day, right, an entire region came back and returned 127,000 votes. And are you guys aware that even the Senate presidential seat, the Senate presidency, was supposed to be the exclusive preserve of the Southeast by the power calculation? Because we have the president from the Southwest, we have the VP from the North. So the Southeast was supposed to have the Senate president seat. And that was why this guy was really working so hard at that time. This man from Enugu State, the former governor, Senator Nnamani, he was working so hard. Then you have the top senator from the same minute, the same second, he returned almost 1,000 votes in the same election. And by the time, at the end of the day, the total number versus their nearest neighbor, who was also gunning for the same Senate presidency, they returned almost 800,000 votes from South-South. And do not forget, South-South has always been PDP as well, right? They've always been PDP as well. And they are even in a position to be angry and angrier to APC, because it was APC that chased their son, the South-South son, out of presidency, good Lord Jonathan, right? But they basically were able to put themselves together beyond the sentiments and the primordial, bias, and they knew that it was politics, it was cold, and we need to calculate. They returned almost 800,000 votes, and they had a bragging right to bargain for the Senate president. That's why they have the Senate president today. And when you look at the cabinet positions now, right? The FCT minister is from South South, Wike. That is a de facto governor. The Minister of Aviation is from Delta State. The Minister of State for Petroleum, Enikin Lokobiri from Bayelsa State. The Minister of Gas is from Akwa Ibom State, Ekpo. The Minister of State for Trade, that man from Cross River State, Enang or whatever his name. The Minister from Edo State, Minister of National, regional whatever. And that ministry is very big. That is the same ministry that warehouses the NDDC and all the commissions in the like Southwest Commission, Southeast Commission, all those commissions from Edo State. So when you look at the powerful positions that the South is currently holding in the cabinet, in the administration, what did they do differently in the same electioneering cycle? What did they do differently? The same PDP stronghold. What did they do differently than being politically matured and being politically savvy and pragmatic to understand the fact that you cannot go into an election, and somebody said it, you can't try to build a house. You came with 3 blocks and you want to sit in the prime part of the house. It's not possible. You have to find a way. Now they are talking again. 2027 is here. Some people have been saying, and somebody from South, he actually surreptitiously said, okay, we are retaining our power in South, and my boss is going to be the VP, but the same people are pushing to you to go the wrong way. But like we said, nobody is going to wake you up if you are pretending to sleep. It's politics. If you want to sleep until the earth freezes over, because you are angry, because you are mad, because you believe it is an entitlement, because you believe you're right, it's not a right. It wasn't the right of even the Southwest when Jonathan shut them out. They just went back and recalibrated and reorganized themselves, and they came back stronger. So now, look at the South, they have the Senate president in the bag. Do you think, and then with the cabinet positions that they have, do you think they are ready to throw that away in 2027? They will want to consolidate on that. And what do you think that will be? It means it's going to show up the numbers. Why their nearest neighbor, they are still being confused about either ADC or Labour or going back to PDP. Those ones, they know what they are doing already politically. They know they are going for the VP together. And then after the whole thing, right? And we come back to the drawing board and we say, please, do not cry, right? The way you lay your bed, so you shall lie on it. So nobody is going to continue to listen to the rhetorics or the marginalization mantra at that time, because people shouted enough. Some of Ugo is busting his ass in Anambra State, but they Mazi too, but they will always point fingers wrongly to them. But what they are actually telling you is that, okay, at this point in time, let some of us be in APC, let some of us be in PDP, let some of us be in ADC. Because in 2023 again, we cannot do without going back to 2023. If PDP had won the election, South was solid. If Labour Party had won the election, if Obi had become the president, South delivered. If Atiku became the president, South delivered. If APC became the president, which eventually they did, South delivered. And look at the result for them. So now, in the ADC, right? What is the fate of the ADC fishing expedition? That's what I'll call it. What is the fate? If Atiku nicks the ticket, then what next for the Southeast project, Obi? What next? and it would have destroyed the project for others, and it would have destroyed the chances further to 2035 or 2039 or wherever, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I'll stop here. Look, until politics is about strategic alignment, it's about loyalty, it's about numbers, it's about votes. Nobody should come to any platform again to say they are not getting them, they are not giving them how many numbers, give us this minister. How would you, I mean, tell me why you should decide those ministers. Tell me why. Do you do more than North Central or the North or the South, your neighbor? Are they blind? Are the South, are they stupid now to keep moving towards their goal? They want to be president in 2039. They want to be VP in 2031, and they're already working towards that. What are you working towards? You are working towards a confused ADC through OB. So at the end of the day, nobody is going to preach. Like me, I don't preach that you shouldn't do whatever you want to do. And I've always said it, right? I am not cynical, and I'm not going to be, I'm not going to delude myself. I know that Tinubu is going to lose Southeast again. But Tinubu is still going to win the re-election in 2027. It's not going to stop him. It never stopped him. It never stopped Buhari twice. It's still not going to stop him. So whatever the hatred they have for APC, they should politely channel those hatred to PDP.
Okay.
APC is not their problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Mazi,
Okay.
can I ask Mr. Jolly?
Kanzo, yeah, I'm actually trying to bring it in. Kanzo, go on.
Can I ask him a question?
Kenzo, can you hear me? Kenzo, go on.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Jallo. Mr. Jallo, are you hearing me? Mr. Jallo.
Mr. Jallo, are you there? He can hear you.
Okay. Based on what you said here, the Southeast rejected APC. Do you know that in 2015, Imo State produced more votes for APC than Ekiti State? Do you know that?
Is that a question?
Yes, as in the way you said, the Southeast has always demonized it. But I asked you, you said like anybody hearing this will think that maybe. But I want to ask you, do you know that Imo State gave more votes for APC than Ekiti State?
Well, like I said, right?
Mm.
If a state will make you a president, Obi would have won Lagos and Abuja and become president. You don't speak like that because you are saying Imo State. If you want to speak about that, did Tinubu not lose Lagos and Osun State? They did not lose.
Then you can't
But you are not holding on. You are missing the point. The point you are missing. Hold on. The point you are missing. Let me tell you one thing. The point you are missing, right? The point you are missing is what I just told you. Look at South, the closest neighbor. Why are they playing this? Are you guys more PDP than them? In South, they've been PDP from 99. But when they need to play pragmatic politics, nobody told them. They lost their son, who was a sitting president. Their son's ouster from office was orchestrated by the same guy that they are trying to work with in 2023, and they are trying to work with now. It means political pragmatism. That's what it means. But you have a lot of you here who have been coming here. You guys are speaking the same thing. And Polonium came. And Polonium said something, and you guys are not even trying to peruse through the lines of what he said. It's like
don't generalize something.
We are all Nigerians and we are speaking. We are all Nigerians and we are all speaking to the fact.
Anybody.
And like I said, what is the hatred? What is the hatred for APC if not the way it's been demonized since 2010? Because nobody will tell me this. I
told you that APC got more votes in Imo State than in
you are only like, and I gave you an example. Did Tinubu not lose Lagos and Osun State?
Dr. Jallo, sorry, sir, 1 minute. Kenzo, which year election are you referring to, sir? I'm very sorry.
2015, Muhammad Buhari, first time, first term.
Oh, thank you. So, because someone like me, I'm trying to fact check. Thank you very much. Please continue.
So look, what I'm telling you, right? What I'm telling you,
it's not about demonization. Do you understand? I don't want
it is, and I know I'm not saying this out of I'm not saying this because you know why? Mazi, I lived in the Southeast very well. There's no time I come to Nigeria, right, that I do not stop by because I have in-law in Ebonyi State. The thing is that when the former governor of Imo State was trying to pull Abga, right, to the coalition there, to APC merger, we know how they demonize the guy. They call him Okoro outside, they call him everything. And Obi was pulling on the other direction, calling APC outside.
Now, hold on. Now, 130,000 people that voted for Muhammad Buhari. You are trying to say those people are not human beings. No, like try to understand my point.
Once again, let's go back. I'm focusing on listen to me. Why I'm saying this is because Mazi has been concerned. Mazi is trying to draw a map for Southeast VP to presidency, like a route to them through APC, right? But a lot of people they've tried to tell him, like, first of all, there's a queue on ground. Then after that queue, right, it's about what did you bring. Don't forget that Akpabio seat was not supposed to be his seat. Don't forget that. That Akpabio seat was a seat that was meant for Southeast. But in the same election, you know, even Akpabio had issues before the election. Nobody knew he was going to be on the ballot. But eventually, he was on the ballot. Akpabio returned 160,000 votes from his own senatorial zone. The 160,000 votes, more than the entire region's vote. And you want to say you are talking politically, you are not being pragmatic. And when you saw Oshomole, you saw Kasim Afegbua, you saw a lot of the coalition of all top South people then coming to TV that, look, we are demanding the Senate presidency because of what we brought to the table. No, but because
Mr. Jallo, you are not being fair. No, this is not about emotion. You said Akpabio, he brought something to the table.
I'm not going to go around with you.
Now I told you that in 2015.
If you don't want to understand what I said,
so try to understand.
If you don't want to understand what I
I'm not doubting.
Did Buhari win Southeast? Did Buhari win Southeast?
Doctor, tell him the percentage.
That's where I'm going now. That's where I'm going now. Did Buhari win Southeast? Hold on. Listen to me first. Did Buhari win Southeast?
No.
First and second time. Did he win Southeast?
No, did APC?
Hold on, please. What was Buhari's percentage in Southeast?
I don't know. Like, I'm just giving you an example of Imo State. You understand?
Sorry,
Dr. Jallo, hold on. Alpha check. Hold on, please. I don't know whether you people allow me. Kenzo, Ogami Kenzo. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Bishop.
Bishop, 40%, 16%.
Hold on. Because you said that in 2015, so I had to go and fact check. Now, according to INEC, I'm reading from INEC official website. In Ekiti 2015, the result. No, let me start from Imo because you said Imo. In Imo, APC got 133,000 votes, 253 votes, which is 18.9% of the vote casted in Imo. The PDP won that state with 559,000 votes, 185 votes. That is 79.5%. Now let's go to Ekiti State. In 2015, APC in Ekiti, they got 120,000 votes, 331. That is 40% of the vote casted in that state. PDP got 176,466 votes. That is 58% of the vote cast in that place. Thank you very much. Please continue, sir.
Okay, let me just now. Thank God that you actually brought out this number. When you extrapolate these numbers now, because this is data driven already. When you go by the extrapolation of these numbers, you will see the percentage of the APC that won, right? And so when you when you aggregate the two when you total the two numbers, I think you have maybe like 400 plus, right? Which is less than the number that PDP won by in Imo State. So when you look at when you do the extrapolation in Imo State, almost 600,000 to almost 130,000 in Imo State. Then the percentage 18% versus 70 something percent as in Ekiti, 60 something percent, right? Or 70 something percent versus maybe 50 or something percent. So when you look at these numbers, if you want to cherry pick, and that was the reason I gave you the Lagos and Osun again. But at the end of the day, when you extrapolate the data in Lagos, less than 10,000 votes was the margin of victory. Then in Osun State, less than 20,000 votes was the margin of victory, right? Tell me the margin of victory for Obi in Southeast versus the level of numbers, right, in South. So we are not trying to say, look, I have interest in the South because I have in-law. My nieces and nephew could be anything in future. But when you guys are saying, because you have to find a way to play the tripod politics. Nigeria our politics has gone to that level now. I'm giving the example. The same PDP that was entrenched in Southeast was the same PDP that was entrenched in South. So what has shifted? And why are they catching up to this reality? And you guys are still stuck in the past. This is the question. And what is the sin of APC? Did APC deny you guys any ticket? Did APC tell you we are going to make you this and we didn't make you this? What have you brought to the table that APC has not compensated? Right? If not for constitutional provisions, right, under code political calculation, Southeast will not have any minister in the cabinet from what they came back from with the numbers. The current Senate president returned 160,000 votes. The vote returned by the current Senate president is higher than the entire number of a certain region. So how do you want to come to the table and you are demanding for petroleum minister? And you are demanding for first man, come on, man. Even in America here, you can't do that. Obama told you election has consequences. When you lose, you go to your home.
Doctor, please, one sentence. Let me just put it in perspective. Somebody got 40% in an exam. Another person got 18% in an exam. The person that got 18% wants to stay in the master bedroom. Where do you want to put the person that got 40%? Let us be thinking. It is not just about numbers. What did you deliver in terms
I'm
of
even tired because
percentage? Doctor,
even
thank you.
Mazi has been explaining. They've been explaining to them, but some of them will come. They will be demanding. They don't give us minister. Tinubu did not give us this, and I'm asking them, what did you do for that Tinubu? What did you do for that APC to deserve anything? What did APC do to you guys that you hate APC? Tell me, because I was in Ayamelum during the election of 2010. The guy it was all over the place in Ayamelum, in Hiala, in Obosi, in Oba, all over the place. They were demonizing Ngige, calling Ngige a Hausa slave, call him Yoruba party slave, and all those things. They call it the other guy Okoro Hausa. And all of a sudden, you want everything from the same party that you demonize, and you still demonize them to today. The same PDP that never respected you, the same article that never respected you, you are still following that article all over the place, and you are demonizing APC that never did anything wrong. Come on, man.
No longer here. Thank you, thank you, Jalo. So, Depo, are you there? Depo, can you hear me? Can you there, Depo? Maybe Depo does not recognize that he's still on the speaker session. Okay, Depo is not there. Let's have Malam. Malam, are you there? Can you hear me, Malam? Malam, are you there? Can anyone hear
I
me?
don't think Malam is there. We
Oh,
can hear you.
okay.
Ola, then and Bishop.
Oladen, are you there? Please go ahead. Oh, no. Bishop is the one to speak. Bishop, please go ahead and speak.
I'm here.
I think so. I done the big election, so make her keep quiet. Mazi, good afternoon. I've been on this space since morning. Naturally, I would have loved to just listen to everybody's submission and pick one or two things from there. But like I said yesterday on somebody's page, I've made it my own duty when I see falsehood to immediately call it out. Immediately. I listened to the ADC Southwest coordinator, Onyekachi, aka Onyi, who has promised heaven and earth to deliver Southwest for ADC here. And he painted it in a way that this administration has sidelined some people there and there. Okay, I've been hearing people throwing the word election has consequence around since morning, but please, we also need to always fact check ourselves. I will start by reading section 147 of the 1999 Constitution. That section, 147 rather, talks about the appointment of ministers. If you start from section 1, talks about there shall be an office known as Minister for Government of the Federation, blah, 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 this, that, and that. And the funniest part about that subsection 1 of 147, that the president has the authority to determine the number of portfolios of ministers. If you go to subsection 2, any appointment to the office of minister must be confirmed by the Senate, blah, blah, blah. But the one that interests me most is subsection 3, that says that the president must appoint at least one minister from each of the 36 states of the federation. And each appointee must be an indigene of that respective state. Mazi, when people come here on your space, to play emotional politics, to wipe up public sentiment, to drag one ethnic group against the other, Mazi, it is your job as a host to pause that person, then go and bring out the facts. I also listened to him when he said he gave police, EFCC, FIRS to his fellow Yoruba. I was expecting him, as a Christian who believe in God Almighty, to have mentioned everything fully. You don't just unpick and run an agenda with it. Anyway, if you do it and people like us are there, we'll wait for our time and we'll bust your lies. Mazi, it will surprise you to know that presently in this country we have 48 ministers. 48. The Northwest has the highest number of ministers with 12. The Southwest has 10. The Northeast has 6. The North Central has 9. South 6. Southeast 5. Altogether 48. Let's go to the security, defense, and intelligence appointment. Altogether, we have about 21 agencies. The Northwest has the highest number of appointments when it comes to security, intelligence, and defense of this country. The Northwest is in control of the Air Force, the correctional services, the one I still continue to call prison, the Federal Road Safety Corps, the ICPC, Chief of Defense Staff, the Minister for Defense, the State Minister for Defense, and NYSC. Let us go to Southwest. Southwest has 5. No, sorry, Northwest altogether, that makes it 8. Southwest has 5. Southwest Chief of Army Staff, the IGP, the DG of that agency, I don't like mentioning their name. All of us know them. They wear suits like this. You know them. I don't want their problem. DG Custom and EFCC. That is 5. The Northeast is in, they are adding 3 agencies. the NSA, which is the coordinating agency for all of these things, the NDLEA, and the NFIU. I know some people who, anyway, let me just keep quiet. The North Central, is in, they are heading the NIA, the Immigration Service, the Civil Defense, and the Federal Fire Service. Why the South has one, that is the Directorate of what do they call it? I used to forget the military intelligence. Yes. Then the Southeast is in charge of the Navy. Mazi, I hear you when you said they don't regard Nsuka people as more of Igbo. That is you people's problem. It is your family
No,
problem.
that is not what I said. I said they said. I said
They
they
said,
said.
that is their problem. It's not my business. Now, since the likes of ADC Southwest coordinator Onyeka love to play around with words. Okay, me too, I want to play around with words. Mazi, let us go to the economic sector. The Southwest is heading finance. That's the Minister for Finance. The NRS, the one you people call Federal Inland Revenue Service, officially the name is NRS. The Central Bank, which other one are they heading now? Yes, Minister for Trade and Investments. Then DG Nimasa. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. The Southeast. Now, yeah, I want to compound some people here today. Oyeka, are you there? Because when you are calling things, let us, the Minister for State Finance, that fine woman, where is she from? Na Yoruba woman? Doris Anete. Na Yoruba woman? What's this woman from Abia, State for Labor? Where is she from? Na Yoruba woman? Abi? Okay, let's go to the north. Northwest. DG Budget. Where is he from? Budget Office. The Minister for Budget and National Planning. Where is he from? North Central. They are heading Shippers Council. Northeast. The person heading Nigerian Port Authority is from Northeast. That's my dearest Oga. Now, all these things we have been saying and throwing around. The likes of Malam and Big Kauna, we are the first set of people to run this agenda. And they were jumping from one space to the other, lying that this is a Yoruba government. This is a Yoruba government. Bola is appointing his fellow Yorubas. You understand? But it is on record that the Northwest has the highest number of appointees in this cabinet. That's a fact. It's an established fact. In terms of sheer number, they are the one heading it. And when you listen to some of them, they will tell you, army, police. No, call all the agencies and let us fact check it. Who is heading who? Where is this person from? Let us fact check it. As for coalition, it is not my business. Oh, we Southeast accept one time for Peter. It is not my business. Whether you people from Southeast will like it or not, that is for you. I'm not from the Southeast. It is not my business. But one thing is certain, you will not work in GTB and be expecting salary from UBA. There's no way it is done in the world. There is no way it is done in the world. Dr. Jalo here made example of Akpabio. Akwa Ibom returned with 120-something thousand votes. The entire Southeast returned with like half of that vote. And based on my calculation, the last, I think 26 or 28 appointment has come from the Southeast. And if you know me, I've always been saying it that I want Mr. President to appoint more from the Southeast. But please, don't come here and be shouting. Since morning, I've been listening to the likes of Oyekachi, what's his name? The other one that was insulting Otedola that he inherited wealth. If Otedola Papa, who I know was not a super rich person, okay, let us agree that Otedola inherited wealth. Waiting your own papa they do. Waiting my own papa they do that myself and yourself did not inherit their wealth. Is it a crime? Let us assume that he actually inherited wealth, which is false. I know it is false. And people that know Femi Otedola, when he was hustling with Babaja Konde at Lukbeju, will tell you. But let us assume that it is true, he inherited wealth. Okay, waiting your papa, waiting my papa they do. Why they don't beget wealth too? So when you want to run with an agenda, please do it when people like me are not around. And I've always been saying it, politics is a game of number. It is a game of number. People that are telling you to build bridges, they are just wasting their time. Because there is a pattern. Walai. Ugo, Mazi, Doggy, yes, they are trying, but there is a pattern. Go back and as far as 1948, election of 1958, there is a pattern. See, there is a pattern from every region. We have a way we vote. We have a way we vote, except people want to lie to you. We have a way each region in this country votes. That's the truth. Some people, their own is one way. Some people, they will share it. Some people, they share it, but they will look at it. Okay, let us share it in 70-30. Some people, it is 90-10. Some people, it is 80-20. That is the pattern in this country. That has always been the pattern. Now, one of you, I've forgotten his name. I was writing that name down. No. Was talking there. What happened? Now, some people betray Jonathan in 2015. Okay, if you say they betrayed him in 2015, guy, I'm talking to you, was with Ooni Shijuade when the Ooni led the entire Yoruba Obas to the Marina House, presidential house in Marina, to hold a meeting with President Goodluck Jonathan. Before that 2011 election, it was those traditional rulers that got across to Bola to make sure that they voted the APL, the ACN, or was it AC? They used to the name of that party then. Work with President Jonathan to make sure he wins the 2011 election. After he won the 2011 election, what happened? Because some of you love picking words, issues from the middle just to run an agenda. Jonathan won the 2011 election. What happened after he won the election? We know the people that took over the control of that government with juicy appointment, because that's how Oyekasi used to say. He said juicy appointment. Let me use your English today. Even at that, what did they do? Did they deliver for their own people? What did they do? Mazi, I was in Enugu. People, so I know some of my guys in Enugu that were arguing with me that I know Buhari will second exam with that lie.
Bishop,
Sir?
have you forgotten that Tinubu was prosecuted in 2011
No, I'm
after the
still
election?
going there. I'm still going there. They were arguing with me. I have to show them video that I did when I crossed the bridge. I did video. I said to them, they said I lie. I told them, okay, one Saturday, and no go to Onitsha, is not far. Let us go and have fun. I took them there. They saw it with their own eyes. They said, but they told us that it's a lie. Now, somebody, is it Kingsley, came here today. They are telling you, go and confirm about this gas issue. This. You are still arguing. The simple truth, some of you, you know all these things. Come out with your full chest. Don't all this one you and Oyekachi have been saying ACN South. No, be bold enough. Come out and say Yoruba. I know some of it is not about political party. It is you have issue with Yoruba, you don't have issue with APC. That is the truth. All these ACN Southwest, it is a lie. Look at Malam here. Malam has always been on his own agenda with Bola as is only appointing Yoruba. This is a Yoruba government. Until today, I did a breakdown and showed him that the Northwest has the highest number of appointees in this administration. That was the day he now said, no, I'm talking about juicy, important appointment. Please, which one is not important appointment? Is it the chief of defense staff that is not important? Or the chief or the minister for budget and national planning that is not important? We all know what we are doing, and that's the truth. Like somebody came up and said, if you want to do your do your position, do it by rolling out fat, favorable fat, because we have passed the era when you will come and lie. Because the moment you lie, people like me will go and verify, and immediately will come and tell you, sir, this is it. Unlike those days when somebody will be telling us go to Singapore, Malaysia, Trinidad and Tobago and be rolling out some. No, that era has passed. The moment you say it, immediately we'll do like Kemi Adeosun, we'll give you the correct and we'll send you link to verify it yourself too. Mazi, Polonium has told you guys the truth, nothing but the truth. Mazi, if it goes the way I'm thinking it will go, the South will retain the Senate president. Come 2031, the South will steal the VP slot. Come 2039, the South will steal the presidency again. Mas, you may not like it, but Polonium has told you the truth. Nothing but the truth. You cannot, like somebody said, they want to build an apartment and you came with 2 blocks. And when they finish, you are asking them to give you the master bedroom. Mazi, it is not done anywhere in the world. It is not done. Anywhere in the world, it is not done. Anywhere in the world, it is not done. People that are wasting their mouth to tell you to build bridges, leave them. They are just wasting their time. Because you cannot wake somebody that is pretending to be asleep. You cannot.
Okay, Bishop, try and round up, yeah?
Thank you, sir. I asked somebody 2 days ago a very simple question. And it's not, the person is not an Igbo person, he's a Yoruba person. And he told me that the only reason why he's supporting Peter, like he's supporting Peter Obi in 2023 is because Igbos have been marginalized. And I asked the person a very simple question. We have over 300 ethnic groups in this country. Since 1990 till date, mention 50 ethnic groups that have produced head of state, president, prime minister. It will shock you to know that no Awusa, I'm not talking of Awusa Fulani, pure Awusa has ever entered this country before. Not one. Not one. The German that became president became it because God ordained it. If Yar'Adua did not die, Jonathan would not be president of this country. Destiny ordained it. Nobody owes anybody any presidency. You work for it. Bola did not sit down in Lagos. Bola built himself from one state to 6 states, went into coalition. Baba Konde said they went to go and visit late Muhammadu Buhari, may God rest his soul, 3 times before they were able to convince him that yes, we can do this. 3 times. And when they convinced him, Bola went after other people he thinks can deliver to, Okorocha and the rest of them. They brought them in, and that was how they defeated Jonathan. It is power is not served a la carte. Nobody will give you. You work for it. You work for it. Nobody will give you. Some of you will have the boldness to come and tell me, I'm a bigot because I'm supporting a fellow Yoruba man. Wait, let me tell you, I've said it before, I'm going to repeat it. I don't even care whether what is the English word? Whether is capable. No, that's capable is not the right word. Omo Nigeria is not here. Oh, about truth, I can't ask you because you'll be go for like 10 hours. Whether is competent, yeah. I am going to vote for Bola in 2027 because he's a Yoruba man. And when I'm going to polling unit, Mazia, I'm going to do video and post it. In front of my shirt is going to be black t-shirt. In front, I'm going to write bigot in capital letter. At the back, I'm going to write Yoruba bigot at the back. If you want to die, go and die. If you can support Peter Obi, I have the right under the constitution, freedom of association, to vote for who I want to vote for. My mother last born is an obedient. My first son is an obedient. How you people did it, I don't know. But I am proud to tell you that in 2027, won't be a liar, won't die. They dare not. Because even themselves, the two of them, they've seen it. They have seen it. And some of you have seen, some of you, Oyekachi and the rest of you, you have been seeing you on spaces. He won Lagos. Yeah, Peter Obi won Lagos State because some people, Yorubas, voted for him. I know so many Yorubas that voted for him. And I also know so many of them that are saying now that it will not happen because they've seen the handwriting on the wall. Oyekachi, the ADC Southwest coordinator, please, 2027, like you said, you are going to deliver Southwest to ADC. We are waiting for you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mazi, God bless you. Indiana Jones, God bless you. God bless President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his mandate. I am standing. Any other mandate is fake. It is useless. I don't care. If you want to go and hang yourself, hang yourself. Thank you very much. May God bless every one of us.
Please let me speak. You know I've been